we're going to head on back over to our friend, the Smart Sink, for our final use case, measuring results. So here we want to be tracking important KPIs. We've talked about sort of digging in from this macro to micro on the issue page, right? Like how many issues are affecting our fleet, which issues are affecting our fleet the most, and can we get into the details we need to resolve it and ship a fix? We've talked about going from the device view, picking out a specific serial number and digging into the details on a device. And now we're going to zoom out a little bit and look at how we can start thinking about our fleet more holistically and see changes over time. I will be going over to the metrics dashboard to start. So you can monitor fleet health metrics custom to your device to understand, one, device reliability or stability, and two, if your work is actually making an impact for your customers. Oftentimes we flag bugs that we know that are happening. We think we ship a fix, and then we hope that that was successful for all of the customers that may have been having that bug, and that's sort of where it goes. And that's also very issue-based. Oftentimes, especially on the product team and the engineering teams, we may be working towards KPIs that are not specifically tied to one issue. It may be something like we want to improve, we care about our battery health, and we want to improve that experience for our customers. And our Smart Sink here at Acme Inc. actually is battery powered. So on this screen, I forget if I already said this or not, but you can collect any metric reported from your device and visualize it here. You can also track issue occurrences over time. So we have two different types of metric charts. I'm going to be focusing on a metric chart rather than an issue chart, which is the one that measures issue occurrences. Let's look at the one that's already been created. So this is average battery drop per hour. And just to look under the hood a little bit, this was created by this metric that is gathered and reported by our devices, battery percent delta. And we are looking at the mean of those metrics reported in by the devices in your fleet on a daily basis. And here at Acme Inc., we know that we've been experiencing some pretty rapid battery drain on our sink in dev and since we launched it. And so we've been monitoring it closely in our production devices, as well as our internal devices. And here I just want to highlight this ability to compare across cohorts and software versions as well. So we had a few internal devices that we think are maybe getting better than the ones that we've shipped out into production, but we don't know. And you can see we haven't done an excellent job. It looks like potentially the internal devices are performing a little bit better than the production devices, but it's something we still need to work on. So this is how I'd take action to solve a battery drop issue that you're experiencing once you understand that it's a problem in your fleet. One, I would set up alerts, and two, I would start digging into the devices that are the worst offenders. So let's jump over to the alerts section here. Alerts can be made at both the device level and the fleet level. And here you can see we already have a pre-populated alert that is looking at devices that have extremely rapid battery discharge. If we pop into this, again, looking under the hood of how we set up alerts, we have our title, our description, and here this is our P0, so everyone's getting blasted every time this happens, but you can also choose different targets that you want to send this notification to, such as a distribution list. You can also create a a group of users within Memfault if you don't have a distribution list at your disposal already. And we can also plug into anything that accepts emails as targets or webhooks. So here we see a PagerDuty set up as well as a Slack channel. So it's very flexible. We see that this alert is on. So people are getting blasted every time this happens with emails. And the condition that we've set is if this metric goes over 50 on any of our devices, we want to be alerted. And then you can also set the scope. So what we care about is those devices that have Memfault in their serial. There are a variety of other ways that you can scope this for you as well, to really fine tune so that you're getting the signal for the noise and not just the noise, because it's not going to help anyone. So this is our alert for those devices that are seeing some significant problems. You can see here 22 devices were impacted in the last 3 days. It's a pretty bad problem we have here at Acme. If I click into this alert, I will actually get a full list of devices that have all reported this problem. And I can just automatically click into the device here and go back to that device level view, start looking specifically at this time, what was going on the device, and try to understand what may be the underlying issue that these devices have in common. Again, our engineers are really fast. We think we found a fix, and we've shipped the fix. I can go back here to my metrics chart, and I don't have a pretty example for you today, but again, let's say we have a new software version. Maybe it's this one. Maybe the fix we shipped is targeting a specific cohort. I can come back here and actually see, as we maybe do a staged rollout over time, the fix that we shipped, was it impactful? Are we seeing improvements? Do we need to continue our investigation? I think a great way of doing this as well is setting up another alert that is specifically scoped for that new cohort where you think you solved all your problems, but maybe you didn't.